Hello and welcome to the Daily Meal for Wednesday the 26th of January 2022. Today's meal news, we have this from newsatden.co.uk and it's about players playing in under 23 games and what that's all about. So this is Conor Mahoney plays for Millwall against Watford. Lions boss on his chances against West Brom. Gary Rowett said Conor Mahoney has to try to force his way into the starting 11 after a winger played for Millwall under 23s in their 2-0 defeat against Watford on Tuesday. Mahoney played for an hour alongside Ben Thompson and Aid Muller, the latter who returned from his loan spell at St Johnstone earlier this month. Former AFC Bournemouth winger Mahoney came on in the 75th minute of the 1-0 defeat to Blackpool last weekend, his first appearance since last September. Mahoney and Thompson could yet depart in this window. We played him, Tomo and Aiden to get them some game time, Rowett told News at Den on Tuesday when he was asked about Mahoney. I don't think it would be unfair to say Tomo and Conor are players who have craved more game time. In Conor's case, he's been injured for quite a period. Both of them want to play more often and we'll try to be fair with him if there's an opportunity for them. The key for me is our job is to try and get the best out of every player that's available to us in games, whether that's before the window, after the window, whatever that is. They're all good lads, all good characters who work hard and fit in with the group really well. So of course the likes of Conor, who's got really good ability, you're always looking at the possibility to use that. That's there for Conor to step up and try and force his way to the starting 11. It has to always be the player as well as the staff. That's for him to try to do that. He's worked hard in training and I'll get a report on the game later. So just jumbled word salad from Gary out there. Not really saying anything whilst saying something. So let's hear some more of that. Moving on to also from newsatden.co.uk. An injury update. Mill injury update ahead of West Bromwich Albion. Jed Wallace, George Saville, Alex Pearce. What about them? Well, let's find out. Jed Wallace and George Saville are again doubts for this weekend's clash with West Bromwich Albion at the Den. Alex Pearce has returned to training after he missed a 1-0 defeat against Blackpool last Saturday. Lions boss Gary Rowett is without Shea Yojo, Tom Bradshaw, Ryan Leonard and Daniel Ballard. The latter could return to training next week. Pearcey trained on Tuesday. He felt good and worked hard, Rowett said. Jed is making much more positive progress, but he might be touch and go for the weekend. He'll be touch and go anyway because he hasn't done any sort of training yet. I'll probably reserve judgment on that for now because he's been out a little while. It's more likely we'll start training on Monday. That's the way it looks at the moment. So he's going to start training on Monday. So Monday the 31st, the day that the transfer window closes. So he's going to be injured for another game in January during the transfer window. Isn't that interesting? And he's going to start training on Monday the 31st of January, the day that the transfer window closes. Okay. Sav is not progressing as well as we'd like. He's had x-rays and scans, but there's nothing really definitive in terms of any major issue. But again, there's something there for him to feel so uncomfortable when he's training and after he's trained. We're trying to get to the bottom of that. He's seen a different person Tuesday. Again, we'll probably reserve judgment, but he looks unlikely as we stand. That doesn't sound good, does it? That does not sound good. Dan Ballard is making good progress. That's a really positive one. He's either going to train with Arsenal next week or potentially come back to train with us next week. Nice. He's going to need a little bit of training time and to tick a few boxes first, but it will be really positive to get him back into the group. It would be. Yeah. So there you go, ahead of the big West Bromwich Albion game, which could be a record-breaking game for Gary Rowett, as he's trying not to set the record for the worst start for a year for the Millwall team, which was last achieved in 1948, which was a defeat in every game in January. So we will see. Will we lose on Saturday? Now I don't know because there were some games this midweek. I don't know if these were. There wasn't a full round of games in the Championship. I don't know what they were obviously make-up games, probably from COVID postponements. So there's the results there. Birmingham, you can see them yourself. I'm not going to read them all out. Forest won again. They've got their new manager, so they're doing really well. QPR drew with Swansea City, so that's not good for them. The game today. Now here's so West Brom at home to Preston North End lost 2-0. Now this might be an advantage for us because so we didn't play this midweek, but West Brom did. Not only that, but they played on the Wednesday. Now they've got Thursday, Friday, and then they've got to play us on Saturday away. So this could be good for us. Hopefully it is. And after those midweek games, here's where the table's lying. So you can see West Brom are 5th. They're not in the best of form. The last 5 games, lost 3, won 1, drawn 1. But you can see us here. We've won 1 game and lost the rest. So we are now 15th in the table. Like I said, playoffs done and dusted. I mean, mathematically not, but realistically, we barely had a chance when we had a full squad. Now we've got injuries and players have left, so I think it's done and dusted. But we're not that far off the bottom of the table. We're 11 points from Reading. We're 11 points away from Reading, who are just above relegation, and we're 11 points from Nottingham Forest, who are just below the playoff places. So bang in the middle. But you got to think we're looking down rather than up, and if we lose on Saturday, very real possibility we could be 18th in the table. And it's all just feels like a bit of history repeating in terms of the bad run that Gary Rowett went on before. 10 games without a win. How many games will we go without a win this time? And how far down the table will we crash? Who knows? But I'll tell you this. So we were linked with this guy apparently. So this is a Wolves player, defender, who they called back from Birmingham City. He was on loan there. They called him back, and which was weird because he's playing it more or less every game for them. So I don't know why they called him back. I think they needed him in their squad for a while because of the African Nations Cup, and now they've sent him back on loan, but not to Birmingham. And we were linked with him, but no, he has come to London, but to Queen's Park Rangers. So this Dion Sanderson, not at Millwall, at QPR. So there you go. He didn't play for them on Tuesday. He's playing for them on Saturday, or he's available for Saturday's game against Reading. So there you go. A player we were linked with another defender, which I think we're kind of sorted for defenders, to be honest with you. Especially in a couple of weeks when Danny Ballard might be back. But apparently we were linked with signing this guy on loan. But he's joined QPR, so now I'm going to finish up with this. This is from millfc.co.uk. Daniel McNamara joins Millwall Community Trust Academy Crop for Q&A. Academy graduate offers advice to young students. Joining the Millwall Community Trust post-16 Academy students this week was Millwall right back Danny McNamara, who discussed his pathway into professional football. Millwall Community Trust offers 16 to 18-year-old players football the opportunity to pursue a 2-year football and education scholarship. McNamara was in a Q&A hot seat on Monday following on from Billy Mitchell's session last week. Danny opened up about being released from a professional club as a youngster and dropping back into non-league football to rekindle his love for the game. When I was playing games, I felt like I could make the step up. That gave me the mentality to think positively. I had friends in the game who were playing professionally, and that motivated me to do it. McNamara went on to be picked up by Millwall and has made 17 championship appearances this campaign, but the defender has had to work his way up into the first team. Loans at the likes of Welling, Newport County and St Johnstone have allowed Danny to develop and constantly improve through his career. Without my loan moves, I likely wouldn't be where I am now. The reason I went out on loan was to man up, get stronger, and experience the difference between winning and losing. I definitely feel like that helped me mature as a player and has helped me to get where I am now. Every loan I went a league higher. That showed my development. Benicophobe is scheduled to join the students in next week's session. So there you go. Some wise words from Dion McNamara there. Seems to be fully aware of what he's doing in his career and life. So good luck to him. And he seems to be, him and Billy Mitchell are the two stand-up players who are getting not hiding from the ball, wanting to get on the ball at the moment, even though we're in complete dire circumstances. So we need a few of the other players to maybe listen to what Danny McNamara is saying and take that on board and remember where they are and what they should be doing. And on that note, thank you for watching. Goodbye.